Well, hello again, all the boys and girls out there in YouTube land watching. Georgia Beer Reviews back at you today with another one. And yeah, you got it. Bumpy Road here again. And he actually picked this up for me at the Cask and Bottle in Chelmsford. Good place to go.
About a half an hour ago now.
Yeah, about half an hour ago. Wow, doesn't want to. There it is. Farm to Face from Allagash Brewing Company. It's a sour ale aged on peaches. That's right. $15.99 for the bottle, so I hope it's good. Oh, now
I've had this one before on tap, and it is good.
now the camera doesn't want to focus.
Johnny Boy walked right by it
That's
and was up there on the shelf collecting dust with a bunch of other.
It was. So 6.1% alcohol, aged on peaches, bright amber color, aromas of peach. All right, let's just get into it. It is. The peaches come from Applecrest Farm in New Hampshire, so your neck of the woods. All right, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll pause it and I'll fix the camera. All right, so we took care of that issue. All right, I got the cork and cage. Opening this up here. You've had this before, right?
Yeah, I've had it on tap at Johnson's Steakhouse and Seafood.
Nice. And Allagash is Portland, Maine, by the way. Ooh. Wow, that's powerful. Nice effervescence. Sounds like it's going to be pretty carbonated. These beers usually are. Almost like champagne.
You can hear the fizzing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, I smell the peaches already.
So, yeah, nice slight
sour peach.
Small head on it, white.
Mine's gone already.
Yours is gone already. Mine's still kind of there. It almost looks like a pumpkin on camera. Pumpkin.
Yeah,
color, but
I would say it's a hazy yellowish orange color.
Yeah, more on the orange side.
And there are little tiny bubbles going up the glass, on the side of the glass, almost like champagne.
Yours looks more hazy than mine does. You got the unfiltered portion.
I poured, yeah.
Yeah, so you got the bottom of it, yeah. So you probably got more yeast and whatever else settled down.
It does smell like peach, but it's got that lactobacillus or that saison-y type.
Yeah, it's farmhouse.
Farmhouse, yeah. Maybe a little Brettanomyces action in there too.
A little bit of wood. Let's say there's a wood character to it.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of almost a
not a charred like you would get with like a bourbon or something like that, but more of
fresh oak.
Just a green wood, like fresh oak.
Yeah. Peach tart.
Very tart on the aroma, or very
it smells
sour.
It smells like it's gonna be tart.
Yeah, it smells like it's gonna be tart. It doesn't smell tart, I guess, but because tart is
a little bit of a sweetness, maybe coming from the peach.
Mm-hmm. So like a lactobacillic, Brettanomyces farmhousey.
Yeah.
With the peach, none of the alcohol, 6.1. It smells good, but that's pretty much it. So yeah.
The way I would describe the aroma is kind of going at the woodsy type thing. It's like an old farm with like that wooden post fence that just had animals and manure and stuff around it, where it just has that kind of
right.
That's it doesn't quite go horse blanket, but it's definitely got this woodsy like aged wood,
definitely
untreated aged wood. Rotting wood.
Smells good. I'm not getting so with beers like this, sometimes you miss out on like the bready malt character because of all of the stuff that's going on. I'm not getting a ton of that. I think that'll translate to the palate though, or that'll come through a little bit on the palate with whatever malt they use with this, but it smells good. So I'm ready.
It's a little bit like peach Pez.
Yeah.
Candy.
Yeah, if it was like a little extra sour.
Cheers.
Cheers. Very light and refreshing. surprisingly light for 6.1. It drinks like a 4%er. Like,
It evaporates off the
I
tongue.
mean, it just very short lived. Much like champagne, you get that very prickly, fine carbonation, and then it's a dry, super dry finish. So it's very short lived on the palate, which is scary because it's very. You just want to keep drinking it because it dries the palate and it just there's no lingering finish, nothing. The peach is coming through nicely. A little bit of that farmhousey type thing.
And I'd say it's more on the tart than the super sour. We had a super sour beer earlier.
Mm-hmm.
This is more on the tart side for sure.
I really like this.
You get a little bit of that kind of woody, oaky.
Oh yeah, definitely the woody characteristics coming through.
A peach, a little bit of the tongue kind of starts to spit just a little bit on the sides, I'd say.
Mm-hmm.
On my palate, very drying.
It says on the label peach, graham cracker, and green apple.
I don't get. I could say green apple.
Green apple
because
for
it's
sure.
It's got that Granny Smith.
Granny
Like if you
Smith.
bite into a Granny Smith, you kind of get that sourness.
Yeah.
I know I'm saying this more tart, but it does have that kind of Granny Smith sourness to it. Graham cracker, no. I don't
No
think
graham cracker. It's good, but it's almost not even a beer. I mean, like the bready, malty notes are so muted with this because of
it's more like a wine.
It's more like a wine, yeah. It's damn good though.
I'd say there's definitely a Brett factor to this.
Mm-hmm.
Over lactobacillus, I'd say it's more bready.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
because I've had a few Brett beers that have a similar kind of flavor note, so it's coming from that yeast strain.
The carbonation is so fine and prickly that it almost like burns the tongue and the top of your mouth a little bit. I don't know how to really describe
There's a
that.
slight.
It could have just been from the hot ass Thai food we ate, but I feel like it's got there's an effect with that because
There's
of how fine the
to me a
carbonation is.
slight sourdough, just a very slight sourdough flavor note coming through. So that's pretty much to me the only
bready type, and
malty.
I agree. That now that you mention that, that would be the closest thing with the malt that I can attribute it to would be like a sourdough bread note. It's very acidic. That's what I was thinking of before, and I said it was like burning the tongue, the tip of my tongue, and the roof of my mouth. It's acidic, and it has that that feel to it. Like if you were to take a shot of apple cider vinegar or something, it's got that that kick.
Yeah, to me, actually, you bring up apple cider, and I say this is farm to face.
Mm-hmm.
This does remind me, like if you stop by, a farmhouse, they have like their little stand up or whatever, and you get like fresh squeezed apple cider stuff during like the fall months.
Absolutely,
it's got that kind of freshness to it. I'm not even sure what's the age on the bottle. Does it say? Is there an age?
I didn't see anything.
This bottle did have dust on it when I picked it off the shelf, so.
It's probably
at
least a year. But these types of beers do really well with aging. Oh, yeah. Bottled on June 20th, 2018.
2018.
Wow. So we got some good age here. So 4 years. Because June, almost 4 years. April, May, June. So next month will be 4 years that this was bottled.
And for 6.1%.
It held up very well.
I mean,
because
with the souring notes.
With the cold, with all of that, it's done very well. I would highly recommend this beer. I don't know if they probably still make it. You said you had it recently, and
not recently.
No.
I'd say about 3 to 4 years ago.
Yeah.
But I had it on tap, so I had it out of the keg.
Yeah, if you guys see this beer, I don't want to screw up the camera again, but definitely worth checking out. I don't know if that's going to be your standard price point. $15.99 is kind of getting up there, especially for a 12.7 ounce bottle. But this is a nice treat. It definitely is a great, refreshing beer for after a nice meal. We had duck.
It's taking
For
care of the
dinner.
heat.
It's taking care of
I
the
had
heat.
chili. I had Thai chili duck.
That's why, yeah, I'm. You can see I'm glistening a little bit. That's because my pores were opened up with some really kick-ass Thai food. All right, for me, this is I'm gonna go 95. It's a solid A. It's held up well to aging. Um, yeah, solid A for me. 95 out of 100. It's a great after dinner beer for sure, especially if you've eaten a big meal.
My memories of having this off tap. That's why I saw it and I was like, "Ooh, grab the bottle." My memories from when I first had it, probably like a 98. For the way that this was drinking, being aged, bottled, whatever. Yeah, I'm probably right around a 96.
Okay.
So just a
95,
few point
96,
deduction.
so yeah.
I think it was a little bit more fresh peach.
Yeah.
Flavored when I had
4 years.
plus off tap
The
is
peach
different
flavor
than the
probably it faded a little bit. Because although it does have the nice peach flavor, if you didn't tell me if you told me another fruit, like you get the tartness and the fruit qualities with the acidity and all of that, but it's not screaming.
It almost has an orange
peach.
zestiness to it.
Yeah, it's not necessarily, like, I don't know, I'm from Georgia, or Georgia peaches, it's just not reminding me of a Georgia peach. But yeah, it's very enjoyable. So yeah, 95, 96, solid A product from Allagash out of Maine. Buy it, try it, let us know what you think. That'll do it for this beer review. Hope you're all having a wonderful day, and until next time, everybody.
Cheers.
Cheers.